Hello, welcome to Personal Paranormal. I'm Austin Chambers, Chief Editor and Producer of Man Cave Messages. And I'm going to do another one from my past. Takes place a little while after the last couple. When I was 18, I was living up in Montana. I was trying to finish up school, and I was working at a Flying J's. This is up in Belgrade, Montana. And while this was going on, I lived in a studio apartment a little bit outside of town. And it was on a place called Jackrabbit Lane. Now, to get from Belgrade to my house was a good 2 miles. You know, pretty dark road, kind of a horror movie-esque, road. Kind of like you'd see in The Hitcher or like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So it was kind of creepy when you walked it at night, which I had to do 5 days a week because I worked at the Flying J's after school and on weekend nights. So at night I'd be walking down, this long road. This is a straight road too, just goes on and on. And not a lot of street lights, it's kind of a country road, And it's just creepy. Always really, really creepy. You always had a feeling that there's going to be something bad that's going to happen to you at any moment. A bunch of fields on either side. And, no houses. For long stretches, no houses or buildings at all. And after about 2-3 weeks of doing this and having these, gut-wrenching feelings that something was going to happen, I started on a nightly feeling like someone was following me down this road. And on a really dark night, no moon, clouds, or whatever, you couldn't really see too far in either direction. Unless, of course, a car would drive by. And about a week into feeling like someone was following me, I was walking one night. It's about 1 in the morning. And it's about a mile away from my house. And so about a good mile into my walk. And a truck passed me, coming that way. So the lights hit me and then went past. And I turned around, and look at the truck or see if anyone was following me. And a flash in the headlights, a good 100 yards behind me, I saw a person. At first I'm like, well, there's a trailer park just past where my apartment was. It wasn't my apartment, but everyone else that lives in this little 12 apartment unit had cars besides me. So it was kind of weirded me out. And made it close to the apartment. Another car drove by, same thing. Turned around, saw a flicker of a person again. About 100 yards. So in my head, I'm like, okay, it's a person. It's still kind of creepy because I grew up on horror movies. Y'all know what happens on a dark, desolate country road. Someone's behind you. So I made it to my apartment. I went inside and opened the door and I stood, just waiting to see, who's going to walk by. I went in my doorway for a good half hour. I never saw anyone. So it really creeped me out, like bad creeped me out. The next night, once again, I had to work again. It was a Sunday night. It's my last shift before my days off. And I got off and I started walking home. I make it outside city limits, all the lights are behind me. And as cars were driving by me, I could see someone ahead of me. Not walking towards me, but walking ahead of me. And it was weird though, because I could only see it in the headlights, and there was, no cloud cover that night. So it was kind of a clear night. I should have been able to see someone up ahead. But I could only see them when cars would drive by it. And so I started freaking out. I kind of wussed out, turned around, walked back to a little gas station / subway / casino called Town Pump. Went and sat there, playing the slots for a little bit, and decided to go back. I was walking home, and I had this sense of dread. there was someone behind me, and I didn't want to turn around. I didn't want to turn around to see someone walking behind me again. And I got about, I don't know, 50 yards away from my apartment unit. And in my ear, I heard a whispering. And I don't know what it was saying. It was just, like a... And it could have been wind. Could have been, anything. A generator from one of the heating units from the apartment complex. Who knows? But I flipped out. I booked it for my door, locked it up, sat in my house. This is before cell phones and, the internet. And, like internet used to be able to dial up and it took you an hour to get online and no one was on it because no one liked it. So I'm just sitting in my apartment by myself. About 2 hours later, a buddy of mine shows up and, I didn't tell him about it because I didn't want him thinking I was wussy. And next morning I went and took $200, went out and bought a, POS car. So I didn't have to walk down Jack River Lane again. And I know that's kind of a weird one, a short one, not a lot of things seen, not quite as creepy as some other ones. But it is what it is. It's another personal paranormal experience. I had plenty more after that. No more in Montana. That was about the only one I had in Montana. But once I left Montana, they started picking up. Especially here, I moved back to Wyoming eventually, and I've had a lot here since I moved back. But I had some in Georgia, I had some overseas, I had some in Cali. So I hope you guys tune in to catch those. Tune in also later today. I'm going to do my top 5 guilty pleasures, and I hope you enjoy. And I'll see you soon. Like, share, and subscribe.